The dinners are about to become perfect, and the conversations more meaningful than most in life.
Technocracy is all over this entire continent.
We are about to love fully, to give it all without conditions, limits.
Shedding tears of joy and pride as our motion picture unit rolled past this seemingly endless line of shining Technocracy gray cars.
We will meet when our roads cross, naturally. And if they don't, we will hardly notice, as we will live fully in the moment.
This was the first time in history that an international boundary had been crossed by any social movement in a mass demonstration such as this.
And we're about to do it all, without trying.
At last, we arrive.
Hello. Hey.
I'm George Wright, Senior Board Member of Technocracy Incorporated.
Senior board member, Maya Board. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure. These programs are not intended to entertain or amuse you, nor are they meant to scare you. And Technocracy is a new design for social operation that is based upon science. It is the vehicle by which we can move into a new era for better living.
The grouping of the prominent scientists, engineers, economists formed the Technical Alliance because they wondered why it was that during the First World War, the productive capacity of the United States increased, even though the workforce had shrunk.
We have runaway inflation, chronic unemployment, political corruption at all levels of government, rampant crime, poisoning of the environment, and so forth and so on. And we have failed to solve any of these problems because we refuse to recognize the cause. And that is the outmoded economic system under which we are operating. We're not talking about capitalism or free enterprise, nor are we referring to political controls. We're talking about the basic system that all nations use in their day-to-day affairs, buying and selling in the marketplace.
It's no longer necessary for us to earn a living by the sweat of our brow. So that's what technology has done for us. But by trying to hang on to the old ways without considering anything but the profit expansion, that's the problem.
Money at one time was a great means of rationing out scarcity, but those conditions don't exist anymore. With modern technology, we can produce an abundance of goods, enough for everybody to have as much as they want without waste, as and when they want it.
It's incontestably proven that we have more than enough. It's just that the way we manage our resources are wasteful. We change the spring fashion, the fall fashion, the winter fashion, so you will constantly be involved in purchasing things. In the future, we will design cars to last, designed not to wear out and break down.
This system was suddenly to do everything efficiently at the lowest possible cost, and to the greatest benefit, the system would collapse. Every problem we face in society today, what is preventing us from completing it is money. Why not get rid of it? It's something we invented, we can just easily introduce something new. In 1939, it was estimated that people only need to work 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, for 20 years of their life. We could be consuming at a rate of $100 per day. Now that's 1939 figures. You can say that would be now $2,000 or $3,000 a day. Except you wouldn't have to repay it.
So how much I work is not directly translated into how much I earn?
No,
That's right.
No, everybody would have the same consuming power. It wouldn't make any difference whether you were sweeping the streets or you were running a sequence. Some people would be content with doing the minimum amount for their 4-hour day, 4-day week and getting their consuming rights. But you or somebody else would be more interested in how far you could go in a particular sequence. And you would work as hard as you could to achieve the ultimate aim, which would be directly of that sequence.
It strikes me as a little bit of a shame almost that we are going to sort of redesign the whole culture and we're still going to base it on competition.
No, you're not competing. It's up to you. you would probably be recognised or looked up to, if you want, by your peers, by what you had achieved, not by what you acquired, which is the case today.
You freely gave your life to society, without a reward. Here they ask for less, but command it. If you demand me to be with you, even for an hour, I can't choose to, not freely, even if I want to forever.